Is there any other words you can use to describe yourself?
I don't think so.
Social, friendly,
I'm
emotional.
very happy now.
Happy, great, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. You want to say something about yourself, Nancy?
Okay, well, first I want to say about Karen is that
Yeah.
I perceive you every time I see you as very friendly and outgoing and easy to talk with,
Oh,
all the
good.
people around. So,
And that's true of, would you say all phosphoruses?
yeah, I would say so, and that's why I perceive her very well as a phosphorus.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nancy and I both, when we see phosphoruses, we just feel like we kind of whisper to each other. There's another phosphorus. We're like, we're gonna be talking for the next hour here. No kidding. In a good way.
Funny.
Yes,
We
yes.
love phosphoruses.
We love it. Yes,
That's
we do.
funny.
Easy. They're the easiest patients to get along with. They really are. People.
Good.
Easiest people to get along.
People.
Yeah, it's just
People.
and they're not codependent. See, pulsatillas are definitely more on the codependent side, and they're in your category too. The more warm and social.
Warm and friendly. I mean,
Yeah.
gee, what better traits can you have?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's not. Wouldn't say
But
phosphoruses are codependent, but
Yeah.
pulsatillas are, even though they're in your category, the more friendly, social, soft and cozy category, they're on the codependent side. They're kind of wimpy. They tend to be more wimpy,
Okay.
codependent. Whereas phosphoruses tend to be, they have all the great qualities. They're like social, kind, friendly, relaxed, accepting. As a rule, I would say almost all phosphoruses. So now we have three different categories again. We have what I call the warm and fuzzy soft category, which is phosphorus. There's Karen sitting. Then in the middle we have Nancy, who's calcarb, and she's right in the middle of out of the three groups. She's in the middle. So they're more emotionally, I would say, solid. They're more balanced. They're on neither.
That's nice.
They're not on either side of the spectrum. So that's calcarb as one of the remedies in that group. And then we have Ken, who's Nox vomica, and that remedy is a more intense category. They're very strong and intense, and they tend to be. They have anger in them, but like Ken is wiser now, and he's figured out how to basically control his anger. But as a rule, Nox vomicas have a lot of anger. They're very intense.
I have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
They also tend to dominate.
Right.
Take charge, I think, might be a better way
Yeah,
to put it.
they're usually CEOs. They're definitely, they.
Well, and another way of categorizing is type A.
Type A, exactly. Type A. Right.
You cannot help yourself.
Right.
Well, you can help yourself, but you have to become conscious.
Right.
And then make a conscious effort. Today, I tried to not dominate the conversation, and it took a conscious effort on my
Right.
part to shut up.
How would you describe your personality in a few words?
Dominant,
Type A.
used to be very opinionated,
Okay.
and tried to force the opinion.
Okay. Strong.
Strong. Well, I don't consider that strength. To me, that's a weakness. Strength comes from being able to allow others,
Wonderful.
but that only comes with age.
Right.
For a Nox vomica,
Right.
your only hope is with age you will learn.
Right.
So I suspect my father was a Nox vomica,
Right.
and he didn't learn until he was older than I am,
Right.
which is unfortunate.
Right.
He didn't have Dr. Sharif.
No, he didn't have the life experiences that I had. His was different, and his only emphasized it.
Okay.
I can't. There's another word, and I can't think of it right now, which is unfortunate. I wished I could.
Word to describe yourself or
Yeah.
him? Yeah.
Forceful.
No.
Well, dominant. That comes
Dominant.
from dominant there,
Yeah.
but no, there was another one. It's there, but I can't quite come. I hate that.
So when you think of it, you can go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
But meanwhile, Nancy, how would you describe yourself? Put you right on the spot. Yeah.
Well, I think that what somebody said about life our environment
Mm-hmm.
can tend to affect us too, because
Mm-hmm.
I think that
So
something
true.
that I think about myself is that I do need my downtime
Mm-hmm.
and my alone time a little
Mhm,
bit more
mhm.
than, say, a phosphorus would.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm around so many wonderful people, that kind of brings it out of me, and so I love to be around people, and I need it. I really, that's why I love one of the reasons I love my job so much. But I also know that there's a side of me that needs just me time, and that, maybe to, the stubbornness, I know, kind of sometimes
Strong-willed.
Strong-willed.
Is a better way of putting it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And is there too.
Yeah.
But,
I would say cal carbs they're definitely very strong emotionally. They don't have like I said, they're not on either side of the spectrum, like phosphoruses or Nux vomica. They're definitely right in the middle, very balanced, I would say. Pretty strong.
I know where we can get unbalanced too. If there's work to do,
Mm-hmm,
I have a hard time. I'll notice that, the phosphoruses will want to, I'll be maybe chatting and talking, and I'll in the back of my mind, it's like I won't feel right until that work kind of gets finished.
Right. Right.
And maybe not always am I as efficient as maybe someone else, like carcinosin or somebody, but that is something that does bother me, and so then I think sometimes we can get out of balance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where the weakness. Every remedy has a real serious strength and weakness. Cal carbs' weakness is in they can be slow sometimes. That's just a part of their nature. It's difficult to combat that. It's very difficult. Like with Nux vomica, the challenge is in controlling your emotions so you don't dominate. I would say one of the challenges of a Nux vomica. But the challenge of a cal carb would be in my opinion, to accept the fact that they're slower and just love themselves anyway, and just do their best.
I'm not sure what my wife is. I can't remember. I've heard what hers is.
She's I believe she's K-like carb, but that's a
Well,
long discussion. Yeah.
Well, my point is this. She is always complaining about, I'm so slow, I do everything slower than other people.
You do.
She does.
She does, yeah.
I don't complain about it. I
Yeah.
tried to help her with it. But
Yeah, it's the subject of slowness. It really, I think it's one that can be discussed in homeopathy. But sometimes you could be say a Nux vomica. Nux vomicas, as a rule, are not slow, but due to genetics or certain
Environmental
traumas
factors,
and
yeah.
environment, it can be slow. But as a rule, Nux vomicas are not. But as a rule, cal carbs are slower. They're physical. They're just their body tends to be slower. They move more slowly. Their mind is slower. But they're very well-intentioned, hardworking people. They're very solid that way.
methodical.
Methodical, very hardworking. Just even. They're
Yeah.
even. And then phosphoruses, I'd say as a rule, are just very loving, social, kind. All the great traits. So we're gonna admire you, Karen. So now my hand is getting tired, so I'm gonna stop videoing. Any last words to say? Quick last words, because I'm definitely getting tired. Anything, Ken? No?
No?
All right. Well, God, this has been a wonderful, wonderful video. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you much.